What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony here at the Breakout Daily. Thank you for tuning in. We're talking Moon Knight today, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so I'm Anthony. This is the Breakout Daily. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're talking Moon Knight, the up-and-coming Disney Plus TV show. Why? Well, because we have some comic books here that I bought that play into the up-and-coming series, and they just announced that Moon Knight has wrapped shooting, which means that we're going to start seeing more and more content coming soon on the Moon Knight series, which also means that we're going to see an inflation in books and a deflation in comic books. So I just wanted to share some of the books that I currently have in the Moon Knight world that will probably be impacted by the up-and-coming show. Now, I do have Key Collector and Cover Price pulled up so we can look at some information that's currently available. Now, on Key Collector, there's a handful of books based off of the information that we currently have with the Moon Knight run, which we know Oscar Issac is taking on the role as Mark Spector, Moon Knight. We also know that the big bad is going to be Ethan Hawke. To what degree, we're not sure. Will there be a Green Goblin appearance, given the photo that was thrown out on the internet a few weeks ago with, I'm going to forget his name, but the actor that played Green Goblin in the Spider-Man movies. So a lot of questions, a lot of speculation. I think as trailers come out, just like we've seen in the past, we're going to know more of who some of these characters and actors are going to portray, which will allow us to understand the impact on the comic market a bit more. But until then, it's all speculation. So we're going to run off of the Key Collector specs. Currently on their list, these are the characters rumored to appear in the up-and-coming Moon Knight Disney series. There's some books here I do not have. Some I have seen. The Moon Knight #3 from the first series, I believe. I don't have that book. It has the first appearance of Midnight Man, a costumed thief. July 2021, according to an online scooper, Charles Murphy, French actor, Gaspard Ulliel's talent agency, Hamilton Hoddle, listed the actor as cast in the Moon Knight series as Midnight Man. So if you have that book lying around, it is book #3. You may want to look. Moon Knight 188. This is from, I believe, like the third or fourth series. It's Moon Knight 188. It has the markings of Ra on fire on a skyscraper with Moon Knight kind of hanging off the building. A lot of speculation around that one. We've got Moon Knight 14, the stained glass Scarlet, the first appearance. There's Thor 239, the first team appearance of the ancient gods Horus, Osiris, and Isis. Osiris is rumored to be in Moon Knight. I mean, there's a lot of different spec. In fact, this list has changed. The guys at Key Collector, Nick and those guys do a great job with kind of speccing certain things. This list has changed several times over. The Mark Spector Moon Knight run, Moon Knight 35, first full appearance of Randall Spector, the brother of Moon Knight, who was previously thought to be murdered by the Hatchet Man. The murderer Hatchet Man becomes Shadow Knight in the next issue. That is issue number 35 from the Mark Spector Moon Knight run. Unconfirmed rumor that Mark Spector's brother will be a villain in the Moon Knight series. So again, nothing's confirmed as far as that goes. We have to go, if you want to be safe, you got to go off of what's confirmed. In this case, some of these things are not confirmed, which is, it's good fodder for trying to figure it out. Be careful on which avenue you go. Now, the next book on this list is Moon Knight #1, the first ongoing Moon Knight title series, which is the origin of Moon Knight, first appearance of Bushman, a mercenary and arch nemesis of Moon Knight, November 2019, rumored to be a villain in the up-and-coming series. Haven't heard anything from 2019, according to Key Collector. So who knows? First appearance of Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon, who Mark Spector serves as its avatar. For sure, Khonshu has to be in this, or else it'd be kind of strange. So I do happen to have some of these books in various conditions here. we'll go over these books that Key Collector's talking about and some of my other Moon Knight books as well. So here is a very nice condition. It's got a little tiny color break in the side, but that is a direct issue of Moon Knight #1 right there that I bought. Here's another direct issue. This one is in also good shape. Both of them need to be pressed. This one's a little bit lower grade than the past. And then we do have a newsstand edition. This one, unfortunately, is in the worst shape of the three. Now, I have seen these guys personally online. I obviously bought these books. I have seen going anywhere from about $70 to the 100+ marker personally, and I've seen them all over the place as far as Pop Shop goes and the Whatnot application. Now, let me jump over to Cover Price and see what they're saying. Let's see. So the FMV raw for the direct edition, according to Cover Price at the time of this video, which is October 2021, we're seeing these guys go for about $101, while the, or $102, while the newsstand edition is going for about $85. That does not necessarily sound right. The CGC for the newsstand in a 9.6 went for close to $400. 9.6, so that's a pretty clean book they have there. And then CGC 9.6 in the direct is about 306. So I'm not sure how strong that data is, but that's what we're looking at for that first book. Now, Tomb of Dracula #1. First appearance of Dracula. They're speculating that Dracula is going to be in the Moon Knight movie. That book is obviously climbing depending on the grade you have. Marvel Spotlight #2, which is the first appearance of Werewolf by Night, also climbing. That book sits in high grade, well over $1,000. And then we've got Werewolf by Night #10, the first partial appearance of the Committee, rumored to be a villain in the up-and-coming Disney Plus movie show. What's interesting about this Key Collector configuration is they did not list, and I think it was on there, Werewolf by Night 32, which is the first appearance of Moon Knight, which I find interesting. And there's several other books that I find interesting that they did not include in this. So it's kind of strange. So let me back out. Let me share some other Moon Knight books. So that was the list from Key Collector. Now we're going to jump over to a couple of books. I do have the Moon Knight Series 2 book. Let me look here. Oh, Mark Spector Moon Knight Series #1. That is off at CGC. So we're going to see what we get back from those guys once I finally get my CGC books back. So I do have that book at CGC right now, which, let me open that up. 9.8, they're saying is $250 on Cover Price. Raw books about $32. I did not have all these first series books when I sent off my CGC stuff, so I will be preparing another order to go to CGC. Now, a couple of other cool books is, this is not really worth a whole lot at this time. It's in pretty good condition. There's some spine ticks on it. That is really about it. A little bit of a dog ear happening down on the lower, but Fist of Kanashu, Moon Knight #1. Not doing a whole lot, I don't think, with that book. And then you've got, this is just one of many. We've got the new Moon Knight run, which could pop a little bit. We've got the Lemire run, which I have issues #2 and 4 from. I'm still looking for issue #1, which I love that. I actually recently read that. I did pick up, so I do have 2 other Moon Knights. And then I've got a bunch of, I have a bunch of Moon Knight. It's just, these are more of the relevant keys. I do have this guy right here. This guy's in great condition. The case is a little dirty. I will be getting this cleaned and pressed and sent to CGC, and that is Moon Knight #1, the Warren Ellis. That is the 3rd print. This book I have seen going for $100 to $150. Let's see what Cover Price says for it now. 125 FMV. And they do not have any graded, so I will be getting this guy graded because this just keeps going up. This is Another book that wasn't on Key Collector, but is worth some money and it's held value. That's the thing with some of these books, especially when you're speccing. Some of these books are holding value on their own without being tied to the TV show, which is good. I feel like it's better for investment that way. This book I was super happy to get, got it at a good price. It's not in top tier, high grade condition, but very welcomed to my collection. And that is Werewolf by Night issue number 33. This time I can't afford a nice copy or really even a crappy copy that I've been able to find of 32, which is the first appearance of Moon Knight. This is the second appearance of Moon Knight. Also not on the Key Collector list. Now, I understand why these books aren't on the Key Collector list, because there's no lead-ins to it at this time. However, with not having the first appearance, I find that to be a little bit strange. So we'll check the price on this real quick. But I am super stoked for for Moon Knight to come to Disney Plus. The character, Mark Spector, with all of the crazy shenanigans he's got going on in his mind, how Oscar Isaac's going to portray that. Obviously, I'm also invested. Again, this isn't my full Moon Knight collection. But on the comic book side, I think we've got a hit on our hands. We'll have to see more, obviously. But once those trailers start dropping, which I'm guessing, I could be wrong, I'm going to guess that toward the turn of the year, we're going to start seeing some trailers, or maybe Christmas time, because that gives them a couple of months to get the footage together. But more than likely, more into the spring of 2022, we're going to see trailers. We see trailers. We're going to see new characters. We see characters, they get confirmed. The books are going to jump in value. So if you're looking at investing in Moon Knight, you better get in now as far as I'm concerned, or hopefully you've already got some of those books. So this book right here, as far as raw comics go, The Werewolf by Night 33, runs about $150 average. October 7th, it ran about $120, various conditions. And then a 9.2 that had sold was up to about $577. So again, we'll see. Anyways, guys, that is what's going on with Moon Knight. They wrapped production. As you know, it's going to go into editing. If they have to reshoot any scenes once they're in editing, that could cause delays. COVID could cause delays. A lot of things could prevent this show from coming out on time. However, 2022, we're anticipating Moon Knight to come. And as we get closer, as details start dropping, books are going to fluctuate, whether it's up or down, depending on the relevancy of their characters and everything else. So if you're looking at getting into Moon Knight, you better get into it now. I'm in it, and some of the books you see here today, I will be getting graded. So that's where I'm at with Moon Knight, guys. Again, I'm Anthony. This is the Breakout Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you guys in the next video.